these type of things happen, more expensive properties are being sold. The volume of properties is down a lot. Like sales are down 5%. So
what is going
what is it?
on?
Let me do a little market stat update. So
Yeah,
we got
what's
the end
happening
of
there?
April came out. We're all like, yo, man, what's going on with prices? And prices are showing like moderate gains. And it's kind of like, hey, prices are not doing so bad. But I'm looking like every time I look at a property that sells and I compare it to a year ago, it's less than it was a year ago. Like there are no gains that I'm seeing. So, there's a lot of reasons that, these type of things happen. More expensive properties are being sold. The volume of properties is down a lot. Like sales are down 5%. So certain things can even out, through averages. So I wouldn't really look at those numbers and be like, wow, this is great. Like average prices are doing just fine. No, they're not. They're on the way down, and we're watching less and less buyers buy. The sales are coming down, but it's the active listings.
Hold on
We
a
went from
second, though. Hold on a second.
yeah,
So average prices are coming down, even though the numbers
this
show that
average
they're
prices
not.
show that they're going up. Yeah, slightly, like they're holding steady, basically
So
1% up here. Like
so now we're deciding that we're not going to listen to the average price, right? Now we're saying forget the average
no,
price
I'm
for
not. I'm
now.
not
It's
saying
not
now. I'm saying when I
indicative of anything.
compare a price that was a year ago with today's prices, I'm
Yeah.
seeing that they were selling for more a year ago, almost like 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So all the houses that I look at, I'm just like, well, they got X. I'm like, well, why can't we get that now? Or they got Y, and I'm like, well, we're getting X, which is lower. So I'm like, this is definitely a downward trending market. It's just disguising itself.
Disguising
And you
itself
also
in
got to remember,
higher
Treb is
priced
working for the
units.
realtors. Treb has never put out
Mhm.
documentation that says you can read their reports from the early 90s when we all know what
Yeah,
was going on during the early
that's
90s. And
right.
every single time they put out a report, it was like, this was in the newspapers. They were just like, oh, the market has finally reached a bottom. And now buyers are returning to the market to buy with decreased in active listings. We will soon see price growth by the end of this year. Like,
Yeah.
no, it went down that year, the next year, the year after, and
Yeah.
it was just Treb pumping the
Before
market.
that, they saw
Treb
the
was the
stats
original
and they were
pumper.
like, we can't show anybody this.
Those
This we
guys are
gotta
the
edit this.
prince poppers of pumpers. Now, here's my next
Marketing geniuses.
marketing geniuses. I love you, Treb.
Trevor.
Now the next part is active listings. Darryl, 12,000 some odd listings to over 18,000 listings. Oh, over 18,000. We're back up to some of the high points of last year. And that's, in my opinion, only going to be going up over the next few months.
Condo
I tried to book a photographer.
No?
Monday, I had a photographer booked for a new listing that was going up on Wednesday. So I signed the listing on the weekend. I tell the seller I'll have a photographer there on Tuesday. So Monday morning, I call the photographer. Booked. Call my backup photographer. Booked. Call my backup to my backup. Booked. Found some guy on like Facebook. I got him. Well, one guy was charging me triple. And I was like,
Triple.
I literally was like, Jesus Christ, I said, that's triple. He never responded.
Bro, my
So then I
son has
found
a
some
great
other
camera.
guy. I found some other guy. So then he was like, okay, I'll be there. But my backup, the third backup, he messaged me and says, I can do 6 o'clock tomorrow. So I ended up getting the guy on Tuesday that I was comfortable with, that I was happy with. But that's what I had to do. Why?
Why?
Tell me
So
why.
many listings. It's insane.
So many listings are coming up that the photographers are busy and that they don't even have time for me.
Yeah, that's a leading indicator.
That's
of
a leading
something,
indicator
right?
of leading indicators right there.
What about the stagers? No, too much money. Stagers are dying.
So we talked about this
stagers.
today, right? We talked about this today because somebody was talking about staging and whatever it is.
Am I right?
Back when you could sell a house in a week,
yeah.
You don't mind forking out $5,000 and then $2,500 every month afterwards for staging.
Yeah.
But now that house is going on the market for 3-4 months, and then the seller tells you they want more money than it's worth and they want to take it off. How many people you think are offering that free staging now?
No, they're getting that VR or the rendering
virtual staging
stages. Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
This is what it could look like.
They're taking the furniture from their living room at home. They're like, honey, listen, we don't even sit on that couch. I don't even know why we bought that couch. All right. But Betty needs to sell her home, and we're going to put this couch in her living room until it gets sold. All right. I swear to God that's what people are doing. All right. So anyways, but overall stats for April showed weakening markets.
Everything?
Weakening market. And
I thought that townhouses and detached homes were still doing okay.
They're still doing okay, but the fact that you've got an increase in listings in those segments as well too, that's what precedes prices. Yes.
Why? I thought I saw stats that were staggering at the amount of condos and then detached, and towns were like, there was like no towns, and
But it's
single detached
they're still on the rise. Number of active listings
on the rise.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.